Welcome back. Today we will be doing CMSpit. CMSpit is a new room released by TryHackMe, and as the name suggests, it is about exploiting a content management system. We will be going over the questions and we will be answering or providing the answers and the explanations for every answer. Now, so we will be doing now the basic pen testing process. That's why first what we do here, we start with the nmap scan. Let me close this one. All right, so the nmap scan shows we have got two ports only, 22 and 80. So basically, as we don't have predetermined or given credentials, we will be going over the port 80. So if you go to, yeah, I'm authenticated now. Let me log out. Let me log out of this one. Okay. Right. So we see we have directly an authentication page, authentication form, where we will be required to log in to the content management system. Because we don't have credentials, we will have to find a way to get in. So basically, the suggested way all the time is to find a vulnerability in the software of the web application. In our case, the software is Cockpit. But actually, we don't know the version of that software yet. So what we can do, we can get the help of the view per source. Maybe there is some signature about the version of this web application. So if you scroll down, let's check here. So, no, not here. What about if we go to, okay, then view by source. All right, let's take a look here. So storage temp blah 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 .gs version equal 0.11.1. Let's make sure that this is the actual version of Cockpit. So let me open a new tab and type Cockpit version 0.11.1. Advanced view. Yeah, it's always warning me about the cert. I always add the cert, but it doesn't understand that I want to just proceed. So let me do the search on my other browser. So Cockpit 0.11.1. So actually there is a CMS with that version, and as you can see, the first thing that popped up is vulnerability, NoSQL injection vulnerability in this version. But nevertheless, let's go back. So now we have identified the name of the software web application and the version. So let's see now what we have to answer. What is the name of the content management system installed on the server? So Cockpit. Now what's the version of the content management system installed on the server? It's 0.11.1. What is the path that allow user enumeration? So starting from this question, we get into the exploitation process. Let's go back and see what is wrong with this version. So Cockpit 0.11.1 exploit. Yeah, I know. All right, so we have from Packet Storm, we have from Prep 7. Let's save time, and I'm gonna head to that page from here. So on this page, there is enough explanation on how to exploit the vulnerability. So the vulnerability CVE is 2020-35846. The vulnerability lies in the way the application handles the authentication. So the explanation goes like this. The vulnerable part is /auth/check in the web application. And the problem is, as you can see here, the code doesn't check the type of the user parameter, which allows embedding an object with arbitrary Mongo database operators in the query. So what we will be doing here, this is the, highlight this one, highlight this line. That's how we will exploit the vulnerability. And instead of the user field, we will be entering some kind of objects that are parsed by the Mongo database, so that we can get NoSQL shell, or we exploit the NoSQL injection vulnerability. And these are the vulnerable parts. So the application, the patched version of the application should handle or should filter or validate the input taken from the user in the username field, and make sure that actually the user is entering a username, not other objects to be parsed by the database. So the first part of the exploitation, we'll be using purpose suite, all right, to test the vulnerability. But I'm not going to go follow the same process. If you scroll down, there is a way here to dump all of the users. Okay, now I'm going to follow this procedure here. If you have a problem in the procedure, you can get back to this reference and see where is the problem. So let's go back and start. So where will we be starting here? So let's go to forgot password. Okay, now let's turn the proxy on and type here, for example, admin reset. Let's go here. So the first part, we will replace request reset with, say, reset password or new password. So where did I get these from? Again, go back to the page and you will see the vulnerable parts. You have the reset password, vulnerable, and also you have new password, also vulnerable. So you can use these directories. So auth new password. Now what we will do here, I'm going to use token in this part. So type token okay, open one parenthesis, and here type $, function, and the value is var dump, to dump all of the usernames. Okay, make sure to enable the response to this request. Forward, error, file not found. But there is no token here. Let's go back again. So I guess we have to, there is some step we skipped. Let me turn that on again, reset. So first we have to request the reset from here. User is admin, intercept the response, invalid address, that's fine. Now we can again reset and go to new password. Token function, and the value is var dump. Let me copy this part and send this forward. So we get some kind of token here. So take this token. We're going to use this token to generate a password reset request. So copy that token. I'm going to copy that to my browser. This was my old token. Oh, okay, here. Click on forward. and then we get back to the same page. Make sure to stay on the page, okay? Don't move out of the page. So reset again. So now type again new password, and instead of user admin, type token, and use the token we have just extracted. This is a very important step in the process, by the way. What has happened? Okay, now we should get all the information about the user admin, the user, the email, and the password hash. If you scroll down at this line, you see user admin, name admin, email, and of course the password hash is displayed. Now of course you can get the hash and crack it, but that is not the purpose of the scenario. The purpose is to reset the password, not to guess the password or brute force the password. So now next step, say forward. Okay, now back to the, so here just disable the proxy, check back to login, forget password, type in the admin, and then turn on the proxy, reset. Again, we back to the same request. So replace user with token, and then make sure to put comma in here because we are using more than one parameter. And now password, type in the new password that you would like to set. So right now we are resetting the password. Admin, say 012. Okay. User required. We just provided the user, come on. Forward. Reset. Okay, one more time. Token. This is the admin token. It's supposed to be, so not sure why it's asking me to put the user. One comma here, and then we have the password. Zero 12 admin. Okay, so now here just replace this one with reset password, and now we should get the password reset. Password updated. So right now we can log in with the new password. Forward. Now put this off. Back to login. Admin 012 password. 012 admin. Authenticate. And now we are logged in as an admin. So we have successfully compromised the content management system by exploiting this vulnerability. So now let me close this one and go to my preferences. All right. So we are logged in now. What is the next step? The next step now is to find a way to establish reverse shell back to our machine. Before establishing the reverse shell, let's get back and answer some questions. What is the path that allow user enumeration? It was auth check. That was right. Now, how many users can you identify when you reproduce the user enumeration tag? If you remember, the number of users were 4. What is the path that allows you to change user account passwords? So /auth/new password. No? Let's see here. New password or reset password. Let's check. All right. Oh, reset password. Compromise the content management system. What is Skiddy's email? Let's go back now. We have compromised the content management system. Let's now navigate and find out about the users. So we check on this one, admin account, singletons, forms, collections. So this is our account. So we go to the main page, and there is accounts box, and we get all of the users on the platform. One of them is Skiddy, so we're looking for Skiddy's email. We answer with it. What is the web flag? So now we are required to locate the web flag. Let's see. Get back to the same box. Finder, let's see what is Finder. So Finder, okay. This seems to be directory listing of the current files. As you can see, we have a file here, webflag.php. But before opening the flag, we have to understand what does Finder do. Basically, as we can see here, we have a list of the files in what seems to be the current working directory. So if we can type ls-la, the filter is active. So it is not kind of common execution box, rather it's kind of only directory that lists the files. So basically, let's click on web flag, and we see the value of the flag we require to get. Flag thm. Compromise the machine and enumerate collections in the document database and installed in the server. What is the flag in the database? So let's first compromise the machine. One way to do that is to upload a file to this directory here, and then we access the file. So we can click on create and upload file. Let's see the reverse web shell, or let me mount the directory first, my directory. Repo cd tools. Okay, let's grab a reverse or PHP reverse web shell. Sudo git clone ls cd php reverse web shell. Now this is the file that you would like to upload. Nano on the file. Change the IP and the port. Wait, I have to give myself owner rights on the folder. Alright, nano PHP reversal. Now change the IP and the port as you used to do all the time, 4545, and the IP address. So my IP is this one. And now it's time to upload this reversal file, repo tools, PHP web shell, reversal. Let's see now. So this is the file. Let's now create a listener. No, I have to download. Okay, no need. So we're listening now. Let's access that file. Okay. And now we receive the first reversal. Just stabilize the shell. No Python. Okay, ID. So we are data. Let's get back to the question and see what we have to do. Compromise the machine and enumerate the collections in the document database and installed in the server. What is the flag in the database? Hint, contains more secrets. Okay, most of the time, all the secrets are contained in the home directory. So if you go to home, ls stux, ls cat user.txt, permission denied. Okay, fine. ls-la. What other files do we have? Users wget. We have this one, db shell. Cat db shell. Let's see what do we have here. Use admin sudo do user insert name stux password. So there seems to be two assets here, username and password and a flag. Let's grab the flag and submit it. So this is the flag the question was talking about actually. What is the user flag? Still, we don't have permission to access the file, so we have to use the credentials somehow. So let's copy them and open a new tab. Try them on the SSH. STUX at type yes the password. And now we have been granted access, so now we are a regular user of the system. ID I am stux. Okay, so cd home cat user. Come on. Oh, cd stux. Stuxnet. I think this is the short name of Stuxnet virus. Alright, cat user.txt. And this is the user flag. So, what is the CVE number for the vulnerability affecting the binary assigned to the system user? So there is a system user that is vulnerable, and we have to find the vulnerability for that, the vulnerability associated with that binary. So one way to find that binary is to try to escalate your privileges. So one way to escalate your privileges is to try to sudo-l, sudo-l, see what we can do as sudo. And as you can see, we have the tool ExifTool can be run as a root user without providing the password. We have to find out the vulnerability affecting this binary. Let's go to that binary first. cd ExifTool, run the ExifTool, consult the ExifTool documentation for a full list of options, ExifTool-h v h --help. Okay, let's see how to find the versions, the version of the ExifTool. ExifTool command line version. Find the version. Resources. So, description. So I have this, let's find out the options that we have. So -h was not for help, -h was for HTML format. But how to find the version of the current file? Print ExifTool version number, -var, okay. -var, the version is 12.05. Let's see if there is vulnerability for that version. And of course, I am definitely sure there is. ExifTool 12.05 exploits. Okay, we got some numbers, we got some results. Vulnerability of libimage ExifTool, code execution via DJVU. Alright, what is the CVE number? References of this bulletin. This is the CVE number. Let's try it. And it is correct. Now we have to find the proof of concept for the exploit and escalate the privileges. So this is the last step. Oh, let's get back and see if we can find something for find an exploit for that. No. All right. Exploit. So this is the exploit, DJVU. How to produce the proof of concept? Let's click on the exploit first. So somehow we have to download this one. Let's see if there is git clone on the machine. cd home stux. Okay, let's make a file, nano exploit sh, and copy the code from here. Save the file, and this is the exploit. So how to run the exploit? So run the exploit, and here attach the name of the command you would like to execute. Okay, and then try the running ExifTool on a sample picture. So also we need a sample picture. let's create some sample picture ourselves. Touch pic. Oh, we can't do that, right? We have to download a picture. So let's see if we can download something. Exploit. Okay, copy the link, wget. Oh, I have to visit the image, I guess. Copy image address. Seems like there is no internet connection on the machine. Okay, let's try it on an image. Doesn't necessarily to be a valid image. So touch image.jpg ls. So I have the exploit and I have the image. Let's run the exploit now and give it first permission plus x exploit. And now run the exploit, attach or put the command you would like to execute. In my case, it is bin bash. Bad interpreter. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Now I think the command has been embedded in the exploit. Let's now run sudo user bin. What was the directory of the image? Let's go up. The tool user bin, user local bin. Say image.gpg, run. ID or cd to root. Let's try to do that. Still permission denied. Okay, this time let's try to run the ExifTool on the same name suggested by the exploit creator. Delegate.gpg. Okay, cd root. Oh, we were able to access the root directory. ls cat root.txt, and this is the root flag. I think we forgot one question. What is the utility used to create the proof of concept? So this is the utility. But I think the name of the file is much shorter. Let me check. Yeah, it's much shorter, so it's not that name. I don't know, I'm getting back to this machine. Okay, let's see here. So find out the name of the tool. Let's click on the code. Let me check out the vulnerability again. Let's go back. Code execution via DJVU. What is DJVU? That's the thing I'm trying to find out. This computer weakness impacts softwares or systems such as... Let's read more about the vulnerability. Improper neutralization of user data in the DJVU file format in ExifTool versions. So actually, DJVU is not the name of the exploit. It is the method or the file format that is vulnerable. All right. So back to the question, what is the utility used to create the P proof of concept file? I think it needs some research. So let's grab this one. You'll see. This is just a convenience script I wrote for testing. Let's click on that link. DJVU is a web-centric format and software platform for distributing documents and images. DJVU can advantageously replace PDF. Okay. Let's get back to the exploit. So this is our exploit. And we have to find the utility name. Craft a DJU exploit. Actually, it seems confusing to find out the utility because there is no clear name about this. How about if we type, so we have how many characters? 3, 6, 7, DJVU, POC, no. I think the answer lies somewhere here. Just have to find it. Find the name of the utility. Sudo apt-get install bin. Okay. Delta append. Let me Google this. What is that? Oh, this is the binary required to run the exploit. Okay. And this is the required image to use all the time. So that's why when we created our own image, the exploit didn't work. We have to use the same name here. Temp, make temp exif. Okay, then we have the print. So it's using the method make here. How about if we answer with DJVU make? Oh, now it worked. Okay, so that was the machine. I hope you find the information helpful, and don't forget to check out the resources, the proof of concept for the ExifTool, and also to read the explanation of the CVE, how the exploit worked. So that was for today, and see you in the next video.